live for a terrific Thursday, let's call it. Here in New York, we just had a big snowstorm a couple of days ago, and thankfully things are melting. I hope everything's okay by you, the weather, and life. And we're just going to do a little bit of mood lifting with the positive affirmation card picks. So sit back and relax. Enjoy this little recentering, getting back into more positive focus, positive alignment, spiritual alignment, and mood lifting, like I said. Let's see. So usually I do, usually I share 3 positive affirmation cards from this deck, Mindful Messages. Sorry, it does not read correctly here. And I do numbers 1, 2, and 3. And then I tell you to, consider a number that sort of speaks to you today, number 1, 2, or 3. And I mean, this is just kind of a random thing I came up with. But just to share a positive affirmation statement and focal point maybe for you to consider during your day, to have a happier one, a more, a calmer, more centered, focused than all this other junk we see on TV. I mean, all the negativity on TV, online, on the internet. Things that people are concerned about, nervous about, etc. So trying to shift our focus back to the positive. I went yesterday, I attended an Abraham Hicks live event online, and it was really a great reminder that, like they were saying people are kind of asking questions about, why aren't things working for me in my life? Why aren't I able to manifest positive things, with God's help, etc. Well, that's how I'm saying it. But and Abraham Hicks was like, your vibration and your focus is all over the place. Many of you during the day, you're focusing, like your feelings, your emotions are all over the emotional scale chart that they have, which are different vibrations. The lower emotions, you're emitting, a lower vibration of energy, like sadness, grief, depression, hopelessness. And as you go up up the scale to feeling better and better, you become a higher vibration, with your thoughts and your feelings emitting out this higher energy vibration. And because of the law of attraction, which is part of God's universe, what the energy you're putting out in thoughts and focus and feelings invites back matching people, places, circumstances, things that have that similar vibration of energy that you're giving off, so to speak. And if this energy thing sounds kind of crazy to you, it's interesting. Look up what an MRI is. People have to have MRIs for medical things. That actually measures the this like low level energy, radiation kind of energy that's emitted from the body's atoms. Okay, so that's an actual thing, that we're emitting some kind of an energy. So there is science that backs up, or seems to back up, in my opinion, the law of attraction and energy from thoughts, and our own bodily vibration. That whole philosophy is very interesting. If you look up MRI, what is that actually measuring? It's the energy in the body around certain organs, etc. So anyway, but so Abraham Hicks was saying, like, people think that they're being positive sometimes, but they're really all over the map, all over in vibration all day long. They're complaining, they're depressed, they're focused on conspiracy theories, their negativity, they're judging, they're I mean, I'm using these examples, but she's like, so that's why your energy is so mixed. You're not getting such great positive results because it's like we're in between stations on the radio all day long, so you're not going to get the clear song that you were looking for. You're going to get a lot of static thrown into the music that you're trying to invite into your environment, you know. So our goals, our manifestations, our answered prayers may be coming through in a kind of a sloppy way, or not as fully positive and as fully what we want as it could be. But we're all souls on this path in life. We're growing or remembering who we really are each day, working on ourselves. And as Les Brown, the inspirational, motivational speaker, used to say, that's who I started going to see years ago. Motivational talks by Les Brown, the positive speaker. He used to say, you think you're coming, you think this life, you're going to just follow your dreams, which he wanted people to do. Follow your goals and dreams and your God-given talents. He's like, you think you were going to go through and and not have any challenges in life? He said, well, it ain't that kind of party, right? We're here, we're working, we're co-creating with God as souls, part of God, but it's not just a smooth sailing. We're learning and growing. We're still part human. Okay, hang on one second here. And okay, so we're going to choose positive affirmation card number 1, 2, or 3. And let me just see, how do I get, hang on one second. Okay, so I'm going to do, let's see. Okay. 1, 2, I'm just doing random positive affirmation cards, randomly sticking on numbers 1, 2, and 3, just for like a organized fashion here. And here we go. 1, 2, and 3. And you can consider what, okay, let's see. And thank you, everybody. Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, and 3. And okay. All right. Sorry, I had to take care of some things on the screen. Okay, so now I'll discuss 1, 2, or 3. Consider which one resonates with you. And actually, some or, all of these may resonate with you. And just to consider, if it sounds good to you, you might want to consider it for your day. If not, just let it go. Okay, I'm sorry for the distractions. I was trying to figure out something on my screen. I was getting a message from family there. Okay, here we go. Number 1, gratitude. Gratitude. Here we go. I love acknowledging, this is like a heart in the hands. I love acknowledging all the little things I'm grateful for. No matter what I have going on, I always have things to be thankful for. Whenever I'm feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. That's a good positive activity. Okay. Hang on a second. So you could write a gratitude list, and all right, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted down here. And okay. Whenever I'm feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and focus onto that which brings me joy. Okay, so gratitude. Again, I love acknowledging all the little things I'm grateful for. No matter what I've got going on, I always have things to be thankful for. Whenever I'm feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. An appreciation list. If you're into the Abraham Hicks material, or I know Bob Proctor used to talk about that years ago. There was a gratitude book that was popular. Um, this example is fill up things, write a page of things you appreciate, or a gratitude list. Sometimes you could write 10 things down, or 3 things, whatever number you want, and start your day off with a positive focus. Or at night, you could do that in the evening, and things that you're grateful for, like counting your blessings, writing them down. You start to shift your focus to feel, and you'll feel better, and you'll feel happier about life and not hopeless, and you'll realize, hey, wait a minute, like, let me shake off this imaginary thing that everything is terrible in the world, because it isn't. But we're kind of bombarded with a lot of negativity on TV, online, or even in people talking about things. If you ask someone, how are you, you don't always get a great response, right? So it's about refocusing on what we do have that we appreciate in life. And the more you do that, you raise your energy vibration, you raise your mood, that you lift your mood by counting your blessings, basically. That's what it is. So this begins to shift my mood and focus onto that which brings me joy. That's one way to feel more joyful or happier in life. Okay, so that was one. Okay, number 2 says follow my joy. It's interesting because this is just talking about gratitude helps you to find, bring you joy, or it's easier to generate joy from within you, because really it's really an inside job, how we feel, how we're viewing things. Hi to everyone. Thank you for being here. Follow your joy. Follow my joy. It says, today I will, wait a minute, is that something? Okay, so gratitude says about writing a list of things you have to be grateful for. And then this one, it's funny, I didn't know they had in the same deck here, mindful messages. I didn't know they had another thing about a list. Follow my joy happens to say, today I will write down 10 things I enjoy doing. So this one is a suggestion, write down a few things that you're grateful for. This one's a suggestion, write down a few things that you enjoy doing. I saw Lee Harris from YouTube say similarly the other day. He said a lot of times, you need to do self-care and things that make you feel joyful and positive. But when you're in the moment and you're kind of stressed or needing that joy, it kind of goes out of your head, like, I don't know what to do that's an easy way for me to feel calmer and happier or joyful. So he was suggesting, and this is suggesting, have a list, like, if I take a walk in nature, that's on my things to help me feel joyful list. Oh, if I call this positive friend, that helps me feel joyful. Oh, if I look at maybe a certain scrapbook or photo album, or photos on your phone, a certain happy memories, that makes me feel joyful. Do prayers or meditation, or put on music that you love, whether it's party music or inspirational, music. Have a list. When I watch this recording of this show, it makes me laugh, or it makes me find hope in this movie, or when I do some art or exercise, or play pickleball, whatever it is. Write down, you can consider writing down 10 things you enjoy doing, things that make you feel good and raise your mood. Then it says, then I'll pick one or as many as I feel guided to. You could ask, for your inner guidance, for God, or whoever you feel, however you connect to the divine even, and say, what would help me to feel joyful now? So I'll pick one or as many as I feel guided to and go do it. When I'm having fun and enjoying life, I'm in a state of allowing for all that I desire. When just do something fun. That is like imperative. It's not a superficial, meaningless part of life. Fun, in my understanding, from my studies, and I'm a certified law of attraction life coach, but I grew up with this in the 70s about positive thoughts and how it interacts with bringing in positive results. But when my understanding is when you're having fun, when you're in a good vibration, or you're in a loving state, or involved in kindness, or connecting to God, or any high vibration, fun, peace, joy, love, that allows in God's blessings, if you want to put it that way. God's blessings, or the things that you desire, because the things that you desire, positive things that you desire, or your positive passions, that is supposed to be your inner guidance, that God guidance, that your soul telling you, come this way, come this way. That's how Abraham Hicks says it. Follow those God-given nudges, those positive nudges to use your talents, or your positive interests, or helping people, or whatever it is that makes you feel good in a positive way. That's how to connect to joy, which ultimately is a gift from God, I believe. Hi, Jonathan. Nice to see you. Thank you. Our measure of fun is different to others. So what? Right. Everybody has fun in their own way. Is that what you mean, Jonathan? Right. Whatever's fun, is, it's supposed to be fun that that you're not hurting people. So I'm talking about, and whatever's positive fun for you, that is a way to connect to your joy, and that loving divine guidance that we all have access to, in my opinion. Okay, so that's that was 2. And actually, this has happened to me many times. When you follow your joy, especially if it's been after a long time where you've been very down, or you've only been giving to other people, you're not doing any self-care, which I could relate to as a caregiver. When you feel drained by overgiving, or by focusing too much on the negative, recently you had some tough challenges in life and you haven't been doing anything fun, when you start to shift to, all right, wait a minute, let me just get out of this mindset, let me get out of this situation for a little bit, do something pleasant, fun, anything, whatever it is, go to the cafe, we were saying all these things, maybe do a game night, play board games with friends, or take a vacation if it's got to be, or a day trip or whatever. And then all of a sudden you do something fun. For me, all of a sudden I would get like ideas, like the inspiration, the positive inspiration that comes from God, creative ideas, and even ideas for solutions to different things in life. Once I'm in that higher vibration of having fun, or feeling joy or love, or it's like, wow, that's resetting the computer of your mind, and then you can think more clearly to see what solutions might be out there for some of your problems, to get those little wow, I was doing this fun thing, I went with this person to the restaurant, or to the beach, or took a hike in the woods, or whatever, and I can't believe that person happened to say, the name of a plumber that was fantastic, and I have this problem with plumbing in the house, and now I know who to get to solve that. Or they said that their friend was having this health issue, and that's the issue that my parent is having, and that thing worked for them, so now I have an idea of what could help my parent, or whatever it is. It's amazing how we're guided to the solutions by connecting to that joy, which is connected to God, which has all the answers, the answered prayers, etc. in my opinion. Yes. Okay. So, thank you. Thank you. Number 3, this is a great one. Another day, we're going to do some La Blast dancing, a little shampoo move, just go rolling of the arms like John Travolta. We'll do some of that another day. But this card says, dance it out. Dance it out. I can move emotions through my body. Move the emotions. Sometimes we feel like it's stuck, like grief type feeling or anger or whatever is stuck in the body. It feels like I can move emotions through my body and get it out by dancing. Wherever I start to Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, and I know I can feel it in my body a lot of times, I will play some music and move intuitively. Just, move however you want. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be good. Do it for yourself. I don't have to look a certain way, right? This just says that. Simply move and feel. I mean, you could just march in place even, you know? And just doing that kind of shakes out the negative energy feeling, the tense stress feeling. I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress. Sometimes you just feel like this. If you were to do, they have some classes. I took them years ago. Like, how do you feel? How are you feeling right now? Put your body how you're feeling right now. And if you feel like overburdened or down, and you feel like this, like, just move your body the way it would feel to kind of release that stress. So this says, simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. How would you move? Even, again, doesn't even have to be a real dance, but you could put on music if it, it is more, appealing and pleasant for you. And that's a way to dance it out, move the body to get those stressful feelings out. Years ago, I went to a retreat in Sedona, Arizona, and the Jenny Loudon, I think her name is, like a life coach type thing, and she had said something like, if you were to stand, or if you just stand like this with your arms up and look up and go like this, or however, like, how would you, if things were working out for you today, right now, how would you stand if you were doing that? If you felt that way. And so if you felt like, things were working out, everything was okay, how would you stand? A lot of people kind of, went up like this, or, something like open, like you'd be open and it's like up, standing up straight, looking up straight. Your body affects your mood, is my point, right? If you're feeling angry, depressed, whatever, usually you're looking down, you're not even, and you could feel the way you hold your body can shift your mood. Sometimes just reach up, and it seems to trigger your body to say, like, or your mind to say, oh, maybe things are not so bad. Look, I can look up and feel a little bit better. I'm feeling better. Life is probably not so bad, Or there was a person that said jumping. People don't jump, and sometimes if you just jump, you kind of feel lighter. It's almost like a childlike movement that is, I don't know, there's some great connection. When you can't think your way out of a situation, there's prayers, there's meditation, but there's also movement and dancing, which just gets you out of the brain, back into the body sometimes, feeling grounded, feeling present. Touch the front of the table, the chair, whatever in front of you, to get back into get out of that negative mental mind looping, negative chatter. Feel, okay, wait a minute. Here I am. I feel the ground under my feet, right? The things in my head are just thoughts. With God, all things are possible, or, I have help. Say, connect to your higher power, however you want to say it. God, Jesus, whatever you believe, and work with the body, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So it's both parts, is my point, right? If we were just spiritual beings, we would have no problems. That's supposed to be what's like on the other side in heaven, on the other side of life. But down here in the trenches, or in this learning school, or this remembering who we are as souls platform. We are souls in a human body, and so we're dealing with human aspects, the physical aspects, the senses, how we physically feel, the ego that feels that we need control because we have fears and doubts. So we work with the body and the mind, as humans, but try to tap more into the soul for more power, possibilities, hope, manifesting your goals and dreams if it's part of your soul path, your agreement with God, whatever. It's a blend of all of this. And sometimes you just have to dance it out. Little salsa. I love ballroom dancing and Latin dancing and swing and all that. Sometimes go take a dance class, or try something fun that's new, either in a dance or exercise or a hobby activity, on YouTube at the start, just to get new ideas into your head, and you make new thought connections. Anyway, let me just stop and say, does anybody have any questions or anything? Jonathan, how are you doing in the UK? Nice to have you here today, and thank you everybody who's here and who's playing nicely. I appreciate that. Let's see, Jonathan or anybody, if you want, you could pick a number between say 1 and 31, and just rumba is good too. Rumba's good too. If anybody wants to, you pick a number between 1 and 31 if you're here live, and I'll read that affirmation card for you. Oh, I actually have another deck with me today besides Mindful Messages. This one's called Happier Me. Happier Me. I know it's reading backwards. Sorry about that. If anybody wants, well, I'm going to read a random card from Happier Me. But if you're here live, again, sorry I can't do it. If you're the replay, people in the replay, please do this for yourself as well. Oh, very good, Jonathan. All good there. Right place, right time, as Source would say. Very good, very good. If you're here on the replay, this counts for you as well if you resonate with it, because we're all co-creating this event together. I'm going to be wrapping up in about 2 minutes here, because we do this for about a half an hour. But if anyone's here live at any time on a Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern, you could choose a number between 1 and 31, and I'll pick a positive affirmation card for you live. And anyone who's watching live or in the replay, if it resonates with you, even though you did not choose the number, I still believe the card is meant for you, okay? I'm going to do this one random card first. It says, I embrace my unique individuality. I embrace my unique individuality. And it says, follow your heart, not the expectations of others. Have the courage to ask yourself, who am I, and embrace it. Okay, I embrace my unique individuality. We're all unique souls in this world, in this life. And you have things to share that no one else does, even with the challenges you and I have had. It's believed that as souls we came down and chose certain challenges to learn lessons from, or this is a belief out there, and to grow in certain ways and to share certain messages just through our life example, to share those experiences with others and giving hope to others, or thank you, Jonathan. 22. Okay, that's very good from Happy Me. So anyway, follow your heart, right? Follow what's the positive passions and interests that you have. Have the courage to ask yourself, who am I? And embrace it, right? If you're a worthy child of God's, and you're worthy of being your authentic self and sharing that with the world. That's my interpretation of that one. Okay, and lastly, let's see. Jonathan said, 22 from Happier Me deck. And again, this is for Jonathan and anyone else who resonates with this affirmation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are thick cards, so it's hard to. 7, 8, 9, 10 to shuffle. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hang on, sorry. 16, 17. This is like a crunchy deck. 18, 19, 20. 1, 2. Oh, it's sticking out. 1, 2. Okay, here we go. Very good. This sounds great to me. It's like a person putting together two puzzle pieces that fit. It says, I am able to accomplish anything I set my mind upon. I am able to accomplish anything I set my mind upon. Okay. Then it says, what it is that you desire. What is it that you desire and you haven't succeeded at yet? What is it that you desire and you have not succeeded at yet? Divide and conquer. Give yourself time and divide your plan into small pieces. After each victory, you will feel uplifted and ready to do more. This sounds like a great way to work with we're souls in a human body that have this mind that can be very negative or doubtful, fearful. So I am able to accomplish anything I set my mind upon. It's like putting the little pieces of the puzzle together a little at a time. That's more manageable for the human mind to wrap its understanding around, because the soul might think you're God, and your soul might feel that you're capable of these amazing things that you want and even better. But a lot of times our human mind says, how am I going to do that? I can't do that. I'm not worthy. I've got the fraud syndrome, or all those things. I gotta get. That's overwhelming. I had to first get a website. I don't know how to do Canva. I'm too old. I'm too inexperienced. I'm too young. I'm too too busy. I'm not healthy enough. Whatever comes into the human mind. But this says, you like that? Great, Jonathan. But this says, so what is it that you desire and you have not succeeded at yet? Divide and conquer. Break things down to small bits. And also, you're working with God who with whom all things are possible, with the divine helping you, and whatever you believe, your angels, your guardian angels, your inner being, your soul, your deceased loved ones, possibly on the other side, God, Jesus, saints, deceased loved ones, and whatever, angels. You have divine help if you're open to it. But as the human that you are, break things down to little steps. Right, Jonathan. How the ego builds resistance. Right, the ego is afraid of change and wants to keep you safe, and that's not the positive possibility, infinite possibilities, spiritual side of you. That's the human fearful. Oh, I can't do that. Are you kidding? But meanwhile, if you consider some things you've done or gotten past challenges in the past, and how you've done that in the past, you could do it again. And if you've never done that with a more positive focus and a more spiritual alignment and mustard seed size of faith, if you want to put it that way, all good things are possible. Jonathan says, as Abraham would tell you to tell others, it's in process. Yes, very good. Like when you ask or consider, oh, I would like that, you ask, it's already given. That's in the ethereal vibrational realm. Is like that Bible quote about even before you ask, it is given. So supposedly, just bumping into things in life, coming across things in life that you don't want, when you don't want whatever, you do want certain things, or there's certain passion projects your soul's guiding you to, and you would love to create or manifest with God's help. But little contrast challenges come up along the way, uh, and you can't let it stop you. Just keep going a little bit at a time, a little puzzle piece at a time, and if you keep going, you know, you'll be able to manifest what you want or better, um, for your soul, in my opinion. Okay, so that's that one. I think we will probably end it with that because it's 2:06. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you're interested in this kind of content, like, please, and subscribe if you wish. If not, just take this information, go out in your day, and enjoy your day or your evening. Okay, thanks so much, Jonathan. Have a great day. Thank you, everybody who joined and was playing nicely. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more events and Thursdays here live at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks so much. Have a great day. With God, all good things are possible, I like to say, and you can do it. Bye-bye.